Some call touchdown Jesus. Hands are outstretched and the mood is being set by this fantastic light show ahead of this showdown. Welcome everyone to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Razorbacks will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. They pick up of 6.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They'll keep it on the ground. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Notre Dame now facing 3rd and inches. And the first drive ends with a pick. Touchdown, Arkansas! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And that is not the start this offense wanted. You're trying to come out, you're trying to create some momentum and get a rhythm and consistency, but you throw the pick 6 early and put yourself in a hole. Not good.
The kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here come the Irish back on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Fires to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Off play action. Dances away to buy time. Makes the catch. It's Whitehead. Turning it on. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go. The football had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating explosive play.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's O'Brien. And that is a tough assignment for a defense to cover a back man-to-man who can get downfield like that.
Especially when he can run routes the way he does, Reese. I'm really impressed watching this running back with how he's able to cut and how he doesn't telegraph where he's going. He is a weapon catching the ball out of the backfield.
He stopped quickly, but not before he has enough for the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy, that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive.
It's a seam wide open. He's finally stopped, and not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. The extra point here would tie the game. And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll return it. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. To the air on 1st down. Gets it out fast. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The Razorbacks racing to the line in the hurry-up. The run from the shotgun. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. Going for it on 4th down in their first drive. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game and be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come. He's off to a great start in this game.
How about that defense? In the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on 3rd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. They go to the ground. Into the open. Got enough for the 1st down. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room. I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
That was a nice swat. Even Dikembe Mutombo would love to wave his fingers side to side and say, no, no, no.
So now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Razorbacks. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
We reached the break. Arkansas has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here come the Irish back on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. He wants to take the top off. Makes the grab on the left side. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Suddenly, after that last big play, they're on the move. 1st and 10 from the 44. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Toss sweep to the right. They tried to turn the corner on him, but the defense was ready, and they knock him down for a loss.
And this is every defensive coordinator's dream, right? Watching your defense go out on 1st down, TFL, 2nd down, TFL. Now you set up 3rd and long. Everybody knows they're going to throw it, and your pass rushers can pick.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Arkansas. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game...
Oh, he's got some space. Got enough for the first. And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10. From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Notre Dame has made this 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards. Now the play fake. Takes a hit as he fires. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
Bring in the heat. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And it's amazing that they're only trailing by a couple of points in this game because they've turned it over a couple times and they've been sacked a couple times right now. They have no rhythm on offense right now. You have got to give the defense tons of credit. They are dominating in the trenches. That's the big story so far.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. 4th down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised.
Back's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
And I love the bounce back for this offense. We lost a week ago. Let's put that in the rearview mirror. That game's gone. Let's improve. Let's get better. So far in this first half, they've done just that.
Oh, and he missed it. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Penn State delivered the knockout blow, and I think the defense might have been the story here. LeVar Arrington, Shane Conlon, Jack Ham. There's another stud there at linebacker U. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Here come the Irish, back on offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the 1st down.
That's a great sign for this offense. Man, everything's been difficult so far. You've dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Good, solid tackle. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Makes the grab. There he goes. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Mawe.
Well, the offense just taking what the defense gives them there. There's a lot of cushion out in coverage, so that was just too easy for the quarterback. Spits it out, and they pick up the first.
The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Wolf. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. They'll run the screen. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish!
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
And And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll run it. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Here comes the hurry-up. The give to the tailback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Got his man. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year. He comes up with a massive play right there.
They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on first down. He fires a bullet to the right. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Looking for more room. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
I love defenses that make big plays, that understand what they're trying to get from the offense, understand how to attack it, jump some of these routes, make these interceptions, and then not only that, when you get the football, try to do something with it. Don't slide down. Don't take a knee. Try to bring that thing back to the house. You set your offense up for great field position.
Takes a shot as he lets it go. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. And that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That delay of game penalty pushes the offense back even closer to its own end zone. So they'll send out the field goal unit. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. He splits the uprights, and they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he's going to bring this one out. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. And the returner will be brought down. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a...
Turning it on! Ripping through the defense. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense in their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
And the Razorbacks, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught behind the line. It's O'Brien. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
He's looking to throw on third and short. Finds a tight end. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw it again. For the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over and move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
The lone back's got it. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Right back to the well. They knock him down inside the 30 at the 29. It's a pickup of 6.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
On fourth down, going to the air. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
From the shotgun, the inside give. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Catch in the middle, it's Wolf. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Going downfield for the big play. Gets it inside the 10. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. The Razorbacks moving quickly to the line. Fakes to grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on fourth down. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Hey, man, 4th and 1 at any part of the field is risky to go for, especially when you're in your own end of the field. But they did. It was a good play call. I liked him being aggressive, especially after getting that first down.
And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
This proficiency in the passing game can take you back to yesteryear, one of the great quarterbacks in Arkansas history, in Joe Ferguson.
Yeah, just slinging the pill, just being able to provide balance, being able to attack down the field, get people out of the box, and not be predictable. That's a really good job by this quarterback.
We're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Rides the back and leaves it. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Arkansas! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's not going to take the touchback. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wolf. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready. Play.
22.
They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Looking to throw on first down. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
To the air on second down. Got it in the middle. It's O'Brien. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. Safe completion on the screen. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot and see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Notre Dame right back to the line. Just keep slinging it. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Find some fresh air. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
And that's a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. Now, the biggest thing for me, now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the goal you want. You always want to make it as hard as possible. This offense executed in the fourth quarter. Nice job.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. With the catch, it's O'Brien. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long.
Get set, get set.
Wants to go up top. He rifles one deep to the left. He's got it on the outside. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Uncorks one to the middle. It's complete! And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. From the gun. Wide out trying to get it in. He gets it in! Touchdown, Irish!
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
He wants to throw it. Using the quick game. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front.
Well, that's a double whammy for the offense. You've got the lead late in the game. You're trying to keep the clock ticking. Not only do you lose yards running the football, but you also went out of bounds, so you stop the clock, essentially helping out the defense.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
Fires to the tight end. Defense covering it up and not letting the... Get it back. It's a turnover.
It's a big mountain to climb, but the defense helping themselves out by getting that takeaway. They're going to need a few scores now, but you needed something positive to happen. You needed the momentum to shift, and I think the defense just did that by getting the takeaway.
On the double.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Snagged out of the air. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
He might want another play. Second down, he'll throw it. Extending the play. They get to him as he throws.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. He throws one to the left. And he makes the catch inside the 20. Finally corralled but not before. He picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Whitehead. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Brings up second down. Gorilla. Griffin. Tuna.
Back to pass on 2nd down. He's got it on the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. They'll try to get the first through the air. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ballgame. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
He's looking to pass. He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're within a field goal. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he got into the house for the 6th to finish it. They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Arkansas ready to send out this offense. 1-possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense where you're trying.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Huge play here late, and this crowd is coming to help the defense. On 4th down, looking to pass. It's complete to the left. He'll be knocked out of bounds a couple of yards short, and that's a stop for the defense. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Steps away to find some room. He'll pull it down. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
Here's the heat. Incomplete. incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Man, you gotta love this defense. Being dialed in, being ready for the pass late in this football game when you needed a stop, playing tendencies, breaking on the football, 3 straight incompletions. Way to rise up by this defense.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback making checks. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Here's a throw downfield late. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They're trying to hurry to the line. They're right on the edge of field goal range here. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man. Across the 25. And he wisely gets out of bounds. The clock can be the enemy right now. This offense needs to get some points. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down.
Easy.
To the air on 1st down. And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the 1st down.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. The play action fake. Grab near the marker. It's Wolf. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's now 2nd and goal.
Last chance coming up. Under fire. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.